Hello, this is Art by Vital Vessel. This is Vital Vessel. I do the artwork that you guys have received. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for accepting. To Mr. Davis of Sinclair Elementary in Houston, Texas. Thank you. Like, for real. Thanks. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for being participatory, and thanks for passing the cards to your students. That means a lot. This video is directly dedicated to your class and to you and to all of you. Welcome to the video. Alright, let's get started with the questions. Well, I'll explain the video a bit. I have sent you guys cards, and you guys know, but for the viewers, I sent you guys cards. I sent the teacher cards for the students and for some faculty if they choose. And the goal is to allow the students to see some artwork, because when I was in high school and elementary, I didn't have the opportunity to see an artist, to see that this was a real life happening. I was always put down about the artwork. So it's my job, or it's my duty, I take on the duty, to inspire the next generation, or to inspire others, or even people older than me. So I've chosen your class and a few other classes around the nation. And I hope it inspires you. I hope it at least even shows you that art is real. Art is another expression or another way to express oneself when words can't quite do it. So I'm an artist. I'm living the life of an artist. I love it. And I do it for the love of the artwork. So enjoy the video. I'll answer your questions, which I appreciate the participation. I'll answer your questions, and I'll do my best to show my gratitude. Thank you. From Mr. Davis, I hope I'm addressing you correctly. I received the questions. Thank you for collecting them. And to the students who wrote the questions, thank you so much. Like, that means a lot. That made my day so much better. Like, I was smiling like, oh my gosh. So let me begin to answer some of them. Okay, let's start with Chloe. Who were your role models growing up? My role models were older people, wiser individuals. I didn't really fit in my age group, and like, I was bullied, and I don't know, I didn't really fit in. So I always hung around my older individuals, and they were my examples. Role models, I don't know, musicians. Yeah, that's the best way I can answer your question. Who inspired you to draw? My inspiration for drawing, a form to escape, literally, like a form to get away from being bullied. I guess the bullies inspired me to draw. Literally, I was getting messed with at school and bullied, and I just started expressing myself through the pencil. And it helped me not to internalize the bullying. Even though it can be hard as a kid, I still kind of did, or I still did, but being bullied was my inspiration. So thank you, Chloe. Those are your questions answered. Let's go to Alyssa. There's your questions right there. I'm reading them. Why did you take time to draw these pictures? All of these pictures literally started from me being inspired by the historical figure that I drew, or literally just wanted to draw at that moment. Say, for instance, the James Baldwin piece, one of my favorites. Um, I read a few of his books and his poetry and the way he expresses himself through literature. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with him. I fell in love with his pieces, his heart through the literature. So stuff like that inspires me to draw. Malcolm X, he stood up for my culture. Um, and he was an inspiration. That can be a role model as well. He was an inspiration, and also he was a famous historical legend. That was it's talked about in school every year. So Bob Marley is an example. He's a light. Like if they inspire me and they're a lightning rod or a shining shine of light in a world of darkness for me, then I fall in love with them immediately. Or after listening to some of his music after a while, it'll it'll sink in and I'll randomly just say, "Ooh, I want to draw this person." Like that's how inspirations of the drawings begin. Will you draw more pictures for us soon? I will. If you guys would like, I'll send some more artwork. Thanks for wanting more. That means a lot. Is there any other people you would draw? Yes, there actually are more people I have drawn. There is a new Stephen Curry, a basketball player for San Francisco or Oakland, California. Let's just say California. And I did a Paul Laurence Dunbar piece, and I love that one too. He's a poet as well. I did Ellen DeGeneres, and it keeps going on and on. There's Prince. There's an Eddie Murphy piece. Check it out. And yeah, I art just comes naturally for me. And there are more people I would draw. How many cards did you make? This is from Zane. I'm sorry. Hey Zane. How many cards did you make? When I sent it to you guys, I made 13. Now I have 15. Yeah. Hannah, hi. Why does Malcolm X have his fingers on the side of his head? In my analysis of that, the way I'll perceive it, or the way I think, the best way I can say, I think he has hands on his head and hand on his head. I'm sorry. Is because like they were catching him living life. He was very intuitive. He thought a lot, and he was a thinker. So the photographer probably saw that and loved the image and wanted to capture it and save it for the future. And I took it and I drew it. Why did I choose these people only? I chose these people because they naturally conspired and transpired out of my mind into my heart and to the pencil. They were inspirations in my life, or yeah, I'll just leave it at that. They were inspirational to my life. Yeah. How did you choose their expressions such as happy/sad? Great question. My goal is to take the picture that I'm looking at, the photograph, and do exactly what I see. That's my goal. So that's how I chose it. I tried to capture the drawing, capture the photograph, and personalize it through the pencil while allowing it to look, or attempting to let it look just like the picture I'm looking at. So Jonathan, hey, thanks for the questions. What is your favorite card out of all of them? I love the James Baldwin card. He's most recent, and then I also love the Bob Marley card. But I don't think I can really have a favorite because Malcolm X is cool, and so is Janet Jackson. Oh my gosh, I don't know. It's hard to pick a favorite. It's like a parent doesn't want to pick a favorite child. And that's sincere for me. I don't want to pick a favorite. I love different things of each one, and I love them all the same. They're all the best that come from my heart. Like, that's my best. What inspired you to make these cards? Just them being inspiration to my life. The cards in particular are evolution of my artwork. All of these start from portraits, drawn portraits with just the pencil. Like you'll see more so with the James Baldwin piece. They start from pencil, and then the evolution of the artwork, they've evolved into smaller products where I can send it to more people, like you guys as the recipients. So, yeah. Thank you for the questions, guys. Maria, hey, was it hard to draw all these cards? Drawing has gotten easier. I've been drawing for 10 years. A little over 10 years. Yeah, 10 years exactly. Probably a few months over. But drawing has gotten a lot easier. It's easy, it's natural now. So it's not really that hard to do. Like, if I find myself just thinking about how to do something, I say just do it. Just do it. I stop thinking. I stop confusing myself. Sometimes it can be confusing. And I say just do it. See what you can do. And if you mess up, it's okay. Just start over again. Just do it. So, how many hours or days does it take you to draw all these cards? Each card or each person on the card, each drawing, takes about an hour and a half. Or, they used to take an hour and a half. Now they take about an hour. Right now, 2 lunch breaks at work, 30 minutes each, or 2 breaks at work. That's a rough estimate. So, they take an hour to draw, and then I take them into the computer, and I digitalize them. So, yeah, I hope that answers that question. Were you under pressure to draw these cards? No pressure at all. I don't like a lot of pressure, so my art comes from a natural rhythm, a natural flow. How many times did you mess up drawing these cards? I erase a few times, but I rarely have to start a picture over, a drawing over, because it's like I'm so in tune with my artwork and the artistic expression process. It just flows. So I used to do a lot of mistakes, and I learned from a lot of my mistakes. It's not bad to make mistakes, but when it comes to drawing, I've come to make less, or I'll create more artistic expression from a mistake. So a mistake probably sometimes to me isn't a mistake at all. It's perfect the way it is. Taylor Vin, hey, what or who inspired you to draw like this? Like I said earlier, the bullying, being bullied, finding a way to put my head down and not focus on the bullying so much, a form of escapism, escaping. So that was my inspiration. How long have I been drawing like this? It's been 10 years. I'm getting old now. It's 10 years. Alright, that's all the questions. Once again, thank you for writing the questions. They mean a lot. And it gives you a chance to meet an artist. So, yeah.